So why in the world in Genesis 15 does Abram cut all of these animals in half before the Lord and wait on God? And then eventually, after Abram falls asleep, God walks through the animals himself. Well, what Abram is doing is he's setting up what would have been an ancient contract with God. It's what a lot of kings did with smaller kings. So you have like a big nation and a small nation. And the big nation comes to the small nation and says, I want you to pay tribute to us. You have to live in this certain way, and we're going to set up a contract between ourselves in which we cut an animal in half and we walk through the animal together, as if to say, if either one of us breaks this contract, may the same be done to me. May I also be split in half, right? So this was the idea that Abram was participating in a contract with God, that he made these sacrifices of these animals with the idea that God and him would walk through the animals together and that they would both uphold their end of the contract. Well, Abram waits all day and eventually falls asleep because God hasn't showed up yet. And then while he's asleep, he sees two images of these things that represent God, and God himself walks through the animals while Abram is off to the side, left watching. What it's saying there is God is saying, I'm going to uphold your side of the contract as well. That even though you're probably going to fail, and he does, I am the one who's going to be faithful to the contract, even when you're not. It's as if he is revealing to us Jesus in the gospel story, that Jesus is the man, the seed of Abram, who will uphold Abram's side of the contract. And God will reward us, not for necessarily following the letter of the law, but he'll reward us by our trust in him, our faith in him. Hope that helps.